Morning and a warm welcome to respected Father Crispino, Meena ma'am, Anita ma'am, teachers and my dear friends. We extend our warm virtual welcome to the class assembly of 9B. I request you all to keep your videos off as the assembly is in progress. Now, can you all please join your hands and close your eyes as Cristiano leads us in prayer?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Please stand up for the pledge and the national anthem.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers, and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion. In their well being and prosperity alone lies my happiness.
Now, I would like to call upon Shriya to apprise us about the current affairs of the world.
National news. Draft Health Data Management Policy released for public feedback. The National Health Authority has released the Draft Health Data Management Policy of the National Digital Health Mission in the public domain. The draft has been released on the website of the NDHM and will be available for public comments and feedback till September 3rd. The policy will be finalized after receiving suggestions from public. Tamil Nadu records 5,958 COVID-19 cases on Wednesday. Tamil Nadu has recorded an addition of 5,958 COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours to take the total number of infections in the state to 3,97,261. However, after 5,606 COVID-19 patients were discharged on Wednesday, the number of active cases stood at 52,362. International news. Teen arrested in shooting deaths at Wisconsin protest. A teenager was arrested and charged with homicide on Wednesday in connection with gunfire that killed 2 people and wounded a third during protests over the police shooting of a black man in the Wisconsin city of Kenosha. Flash floods killed 22 in Afghanistan's Kabul province. The flooding hit a village in the Shakartara district following a weekend of heavy rain, a disaster management official told the BBC. Many of those who died are thought to be women and children. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. That was indeed extremely informative. Next, I invite Advait to speak about the events that have occurred on various spans of the years on this day.
There have been a few amazing things that have happened on August 27th. In 1962, part of NASA's Mariner program, the unmanned space probe was the first man-made object to fly by another planet. It encountered Venus on December 14th, 1962. This space probe made its last contact with scientists on Earth on January 3rd, 1963. In 2003, the battery, which takes about 2,000 square meters of space and weighs about 1,300 tons, is set up to provide emergency electricity to the residents of Fairbanks in Alaska for about 7 minutes. And lastly, in 2003, Mars approaches closest to the planet Earth since 57,617 BC. The next time the planets will be this close will be in 2287. Thank you.
Thank you, Advait. That truly was an interesting piece of knowledge.
2020 has been a year like never before. No one could have imagined when the year started that 2020, rather than giving us a perfect vision, would turn the entire world upside down. Everything has changed, be it school or any other aspect of life. Let us look at the points of view of some students.
Students perhaps thought that when it comes to technology, they were probably a step or even two ahead of their teachers. Corona has changed that with teachers running online classes with aplomb, wise to all the tricks that students have up their sleeves. Be it display pics, secret chats, free screens, network issues, teachers are dealing with all situations with aplomb.
No more running to make it on time for the school bus. More like running to the other room to log in on time.
Bunking class was super tough. Super tough back then. But now it's just a click away.
Getting ready meant wearing the entire school uniform and shoes. Now it is just ensuring the top half is in order.
COVID-19 is a blessing in disguise for us.
Yes, I agree. Those pesky humans are not here to trouble us. Want some chana?
Oh, come on. This is a Zoom meeting, my friend.
Stop arguing, you two. We have scheduled this call to socialize during the pandemic, not to argue.
Why are we even having a call when the virus does not affect us? We are not the ones wearing masks.
Oh,
Why didn't we think of this?
but since we are here, let's just continue this discussion.
Okay.
I agree with Tree One. Those at home are giving me so much attention, more than ever gotten before. The amount of water they give me, every 2 minutes they come and stare at me and say, "You're looking dehydrated, drink some water." I'm tired of drinking water. Planning to switch to lemonade now.
Oh, look who's here!
Apologies for joining late. I just came back from a trip to Italy. There was no network on the way, so I had to come back home and join. It was a much better flying this time around. No planes to crash into.
Let's meet up in person next time. My roots are tired, not moving for so many years. It's about time we get our turn to move. And the humans, their turn to be rooted in place. Okay, bye. Time to go.
Bye.
Bye! Bye, guys!
We're living in COVID times, and we have our very own class poet, Anika, here to recite It's the Time of COVID.
Times of COVID. As the world succumbs to this terrible disease, people wander out onto empty streets. It truly is amazing how people don't understand the importance of distancing oneself from man. Positive cases soar far and wide, research failing without a prize. Death tolls increase and shake the world, scare everyone far more than before. China, Italy, USA at stake, the most powerful countries have no clue of their fate. India's cases rise by the day, and as panic increases, so does dismay. Like wildfire does this cruel ailment spread. Millions will have perished by its end. Vaccines will take some time to come by. Till then, prevention is the only way to get by. Countries suffer and nations fall, something nobody ever saw. What they used to say truly was right. It's easy to destroy, not as simple to fight. But the latter is what we strive to do. To overcome is what we are expected to do. Throughout this darkness, there is a light of hope, a light of light. Celebrations continue, families bond, love and respect learned by all. Nature heals, people help one another, hygiene and health monitored all over. No matter the hurdle, the obstacle, or complication, humanity works together to defeat this virus. Thank you.
That was truly well said. As we're concluding our assembly, I would like to thank everyone who made it possible. We would like to extend a warm our gratitude to Miss Anupa and Miss Anita who made this assembly possible, and to all the attendees who took time out of their day to see our performance. Now, I would request Father Crispino and Meena ma'am to share their pearls of wisdom with us.
Okay, I like that picture that is put there in the presentation. Luckily, I shaved off my beard, so the two pictures match. So, congratulations, 9th B, along with your homeroom teacher, Miss Anupa, yeah, for a very well executed online assembly. I'm sure this is your first experience. What I particularly liked about your assembly is your presentations. Very well made presentations, and especially the conversation between nature, between the birds and the trees, and finally Anika's poem that brought a fitting end to the assembly. Yeah. And something new that I've not seen in any of the assemblies so far is the list of credits that came up at the end. Yeah, so congratulations to all those who had a hand in this assembly. Very well done. What I'd like to share with you, my dear students, this morning, is how the lockdown has affected me. Whether you like it or not, we thought it would be for a short time, but it's now almost 5 months that we are into this situation, and we don't know how long this is going to continue. But I'm sure, as you have brought it out so well in your assembly, it has had an effect on all of us, teachers, students, the environment. Yeah. Uh, Personally, for me, my life has been so hectic right from getting up in the morning, going for prayers, running from one activity to another, jumping from one school to another. And before I knew it, the day was ended, and I hit the bed in the night. So I found very little time to myself, to reflect and to see what am I doing, why am I doing, how am I doing. And this lockdown has given me that me time, time to myself. I've got sufficient time, and I've spent a lot of time by myself, thinking about myself, about what am I doing, and whether I'm. First question I ask myself is, am I happy with myself the way I'm living my life? Yeah. So I think these are some basic questions we need to ask ourselves. And the lockdown is a beautiful time, uh, when we have a lot of me time that we can spend by ourselves, reflecting on the life that we are living. And if need be, we need to change course and change our life for the better. There are so many things that I always wanted to do and never found the time to do, whether it be in music, in an instrument that I picked up many years back, or even in this lockdown. I'm sure you have seen that video. I was not as fit as you see me in that video, but 5 months, the amount of workouts and the fitness that I've been doing almost every day, 2 hours in the evening, 1 hour of basketball and 1 hour of walking, around the campus, has really brought my fitness back. Uh, so the pandemic has had a real positive effect on my life. And, whenever God sends some things, there is always two sides to it. Of course, there is the difficult side to it, where we cannot socialize, we cannot meet others, we cannot do the things that we used to do. Everything is virtual, we find it difficult to come to the real world. But at the same time, on the flip side, there are a lot of positives that we can take from this lockdown. And there are certain lessons for life, that what are our priorities, what is most important in our life, our family, what matters most to us. Uh, these are some learnings and takeaways from this lockdown. So once again, congratulations to you, 9th B, and all the best for you. Thank you.
Good morning, children. That was a well-made assembly. Everybody was on time with their script, so the flow was good. I liked Anika's poem. I even liked the script when I read it. I thought it was innovative and saw the humorous part of what's happening and well written. I think it was written by one of your students. That was also very well done. Now, coming to what the message was, we had the national anthem where we saw the COVID heroes. But I think the real heroes are also, at this time, your teachers who have managed their home as well as their online classes, as you said, with aplomb. So I think in that video, you could have had your teachers also in it, showing how they have changed your lives. Although life has changed in a way for all of us, but yes, they have tried to make it as normal for you in terms of attending classes in school. Whether it is organizing your co-curricular activities, whether it is the assembly that you have, they have done your bit. So Teachers' Day is coming up soon. Please remember to pray for your teachers. So their good health matters a lot to all of us. And yes, thank you children once again. And it was a lovely assembly. I enjoyed every moment of it.